Have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions of life, wishing you could make a change, but you just feel stuck? What if you could start focusing on what truly matters most to you and start living a life with no regrets? If you are struggling with burnout or just an overall dissatisfaction with life, those are just symptoms. They are highlighting how out of alignment you are with your true desires and your personal values. Maybe you've lost touch with those things completely, or maybe you feel like it's too late and you just have to play the cards you were dealt. I have been in the same position as you, and I've worked with tons of people who have had that same horrible feeling of being stuck. It doesn't matter where you are in life, how old you are, or what's happened in the past. Everyone deserves to live a happy and fulfilling life. We are going to unstuck you today by exploring how you can shift your mindset and start living life with no regrets. Hi, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to Connect Collective, where we explore burnout recovery and mastering your mindset so that you can start living life on your terms. In today's video, we are going to explore what exactly a no regrets life is and how you can get started today. Living a no regrets life means being true to who you are. Regret can take many forms, and it often results in burnout. It may look like going into a safe career that pays well and not pursuing the one you want, or staying in your hometown when you really dream of traveling abroad. It may look like working evenings and weekends to advance in your field, but then that takes away time from your family. To get started on unstucking yourself, we are going to talk about how to get crystal clear on what you really value and also what you really want in life. So let's go ahead and get started. Maybe you've heard people talk about the authentic self lately. It seems to be a pretty popular term, but what the heck does it even mean? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you. I think the authentic self term is way overused. In basic language, it just means getting to know yourself really, really well. You may be thinking, Michelle, I've been living with myself 24/7 for several decades. I'm pretty sure I know myself. But that's not necessarily true. I mean, you know who you are, but probably somewhere along the line, you lost the plot. Here are some common sources of regret that people experience. Are any of them sounding familiar to you? Ignoring passions or creativity in pursuit of external validation, not taking risks or stepping out of comfort zones, living a life that conflicts with your values, unmet personal goals, neglecting self-care, people-pleasing. There is a link between burnout and regret. The more disconnected you are from your passions, your goals, and your values, being that authentic self, the deeper the regret. And trust me, if you don't spend time connecting to yourself, nurturing your dreams and goals, then you are out of touch. Maybe at some point in your life, you started trading your dreams and what you really wanted in life for something else, living by other people's expectations or playing it safe. This hit me like a ton of bricks when I was going through burnout. I had the realization that I was accomplishing things. I was accomplishing amazing, wonderful things. I was climbing right up that career ladder. And I always felt like I was expending a ton of energy building other people's castles. But I didn't have the keys. You get what I'm saying? I didn't want to live the rest of my life like that. So I decided to do a deep dive and get to know myself really well, what I call the pure essence of who I am. I wanted to figure out a way to get back in touch with what I valued most, what I really wanted in life, and how I wanted to show up in this world. So, how do you want to show up in the world? And are you living like that today? You don't have to get all wild and crazy here. Living a no regrets life doesn't mean taking crazy, insane risks and being impulsive. It doesn't mean living recklessly. In fact, I'm a pretty risk adverse person. It's about being true to yourself and aligning your actions with what you value. I had things I valued, but I wasn't prioritizing them anymore. I had dreams and things that I wanted to accomplish in life, but I was severely burned out and depressed, and I didn't have the time or the energy to invest in those dreams. I was in pure survival mode, and I knew that if it was to get fixed, then it was up to me to do it. And you know what, my friend? The same is true of you. I'm going to tell you what I tell everyone else. You are the secret sauce. You are the magic key, and you are the mystical map. You just have to start trusting yourself. The first suggestion I have is to create a self-reflection habit. And I know it sounds really simple and honestly a little mundane and boring, right? But I promise you, it is exceptionally effective. I credit a lot of my burnout recovery to self-reflection. It's a habit that I dedicate myself to every single day. And so today we are going to discuss 3 things and reflect on them: your values, your dreams, and the next immediate steps. This will help you start your journey towards living a no regrets life. First things first, values. What is it that you value most in life? What is it that grounds you? What are some things that you just can't live without? Take some time to really think about this. I rewrote my values over and over again until I came up with a concise list. Here are a few examples from my list: self-care, quality time with family and friends, integrity, honesty, creativity, personal growth, my relationship with my husband, inner peace, life harmony, and loving myself unconditionally just as I am. These are things that I value. I live by them. Now, the next question is, why do you value those things? That's probably a little more difficult to answer. For example, when I was burned out, I always put myself on the back burner, and I was never taking care of myself. Today, my health, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, are number one. It's my top priority. It's my bedrock, what keeps me grounded, and everything stems from that. And also my family. If I had nothing else in the world, but I still had my family, I would be just as happy as I am today. Next question. Are you by any chance neglecting the things that you say you value most in your life? This is one of the main reasons people feel stuck. Your life is detached from what you value. I pulled away from my family and friends when I was burned out, and they were exactly what I needed most at that time. What are you sacrificing today that you say you value? Think about this because it will help you reprioritize what matters most in your life. I'll close our values reflection with this. People wind up regretting not prioritizing the things that matter most, the things that they value. Relationships, quality time, their health, keeping life in balance. I promise you this. When you are clear about what you value most in life and you don't compromise it, no matter what, you will make far better decisions for your life. Next, your dreams. Is there something that you want to accomplish in life that you're holding back on? What is it? Sometimes we do things to get ahead in life or please other people while avoiding what we really want. That's what we're identifying here. Is there a particular job or position in your field that you really want? Maybe a certain salary, or maybe you want to change careers altogether. Try something new. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel. Do you dream of being the healthiest version of yourself? It could be anything. it's time to start unpacking. There are a lot of reasons why people take their dreams, put them in a box, on a shelf, way back in a corner that's difficult to reach. And most of the time, there's some version of fear that is attached to that. Fear of regret can often paralyze us. But here's the thing. If you consistently fear making the wrong choice, you'll miss out on the opportunity to grow. Regrets come from not trying at all. They don't come from making a decision that didn't work out the way you expected it to. Here's a little tip that I'll share with you. The next time you're thinking about doing something and you start to pull away, ask yourself, what does 90-year-old me want me to do? Will 90-year-old me regret not doing this, not taking the opportunity, not taking the risk? Living a no regrets life means embracing imperfection. It's about realizing that mistakes and missteps happen along the way. They're a part of the journey. You don't need it all figured out right now. It's okay to fail. That's how you grow. It's okay to change your mind. That's how you figure out what you want and what you don't want in life. Regret doesn't come from trying and learning new things. It comes from remaining stuck in hesitation and fear. Clarity comes from action. The ultimate goal of living a life with no regrets is creating a life that reflects who you truly are deep down. Stop living on autopilot. Make choices based on your values, not some external pressure or outdated visions of what success is. This could mean changing a career or prioritizing relationships or simply spending more time doing what it is that you love and what makes you happy. Now, here are 5 steps that you can take to get yourself started to living a life without regrets. Number 1, start small. Take one step at a time. Just get started. Small steps will result in big shifts and big changes. Number 2, live life in alignment with your values. What's truly important to you? Build your life and make your decisions around those things. For me, it's about spending quality time with the people that I love, focusing on my health, being creative every single day, and using my skills and experience to teach people how to get the most out of their life. Number 3, say no when needed. Protect your energy and your time. Your time is finite. You need to protect your boundaries. Setting boundaries is a whole other topic in and of itself, and it's a lesson that is well worth learning. But for now, just know that people will not respect the boundaries that you haven't set. Number 4, embrace your vulnerability. Be open to trying new things. Yes, you may fail, but I want you to try to not call it a failure anymore and tell yourself that you're growing. Shift your mindset towards learning and growing. You're not going to know whether or not something's going to work until you give it your best shot. Number 5, practice gratitude and self-reflection every single day. Focus on what you have, not on what you lack, and celebrate your progress. You can start each day with a gratitude meditation, or you can write down what you're grateful for in a journal. This is how I've started my mornings every day for the past several years. As far as I'm concerned, they're superpowers. Living with no regrets is not about being fearless. It's about being true to who you are. It's about living with intention and courage. Even when life feels uncertain, remember, it is never too late to make a change. Try something new or pursue what really matters to you. No matter where you are in your journey, you have the power to create a life you love, a life free from regret. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to get more burnout recovery, mastering mindset, and career tips. I also invite you to sign up for the Connect newsletter that comes out every Saturday. The link is in the description below. And please share your thoughts in the comments. What does living a no regrets life look like to you? And what's holding you back? Remember, you have the power to live life on your terms. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'm sending you all peace, love, and harmony.